Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. What's popping? All praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for another beautiful day upon this universe. This video is Baby Mamas 2, which I was telling you in the last video. You know, I do different videos about the things, depression, baby mamas, my own personal problems in my life. You know, I'm open. This is an open book. And this is also an open channel. Thank you guys for the support and the love that I have been getting. All praise be to Allah. But this is a continuance of Baby Mama 1 when I unfolded the accounts, the stories of Brittany Eldreamer Johnson. Radiallahu anha. May Allah be pleased with her, grant her paradise. This story here was breaking down and leading to me meeting Dreamer Monique Allen. All praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This was actually the love of my life. Like I said, I met her at Dollar General one day, and I went in there on my grandmother's birthday. It was back in town around St. Augustine High School where she resides. And it was her birthday, and I didn't even have knowledge of it until I seen it on Facebook. So I leave with Brittany's son, because at this time I was still dealing with the kids. Like, you know, I really believe to this day I'm still that father, the only father figure that they know and love and appreciate. well, I walked into Dollar General, and you know, I observed her from the front walking through. I seen her, but I didn't really pay mind to her because she was busy with her head down. I just seen the probably a decent looking female. You know, I'm always observing my surroundings, so I get what I need. I get my grandmother a card and some balloons. And when I came back, I seen Dreamy dealing with the customers, but her stance, her pose, her position, I could tell that her health, tell that her hygiene was just excellent. You know what I'm saying? She just looked like she was clean cut and she was fine from the back. I'm like, I know the face got to match that. And I was sitting, I'm like, I know somebody is enjoying that. Yeah, I said, whoever got that, he is enjoying that expeditiously. So I get to the front, boom. They got a customer in front of me, so I'm just playing like I'm not paying her no mind. You know what I'm saying? So when that customer leave, I come up, and I forgot what I spit. It was a freestyle and it wasn't premeditated at all. But I remember telling her, I missed you. I said, I'm gonna get you a Valentine's gift, even though Valentine's Day already left. And she was like, "Well, what the hell ever?" I'm like, seriously. I said, matter of fact, when your birthday? She was like, October 4th. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna have to get you an early gift because I can't wait. And she was looking like, I hear you. I said, you believe me? She like, we'll see. So boom, it was just this connection. Like when she said, "Well, see," I could read that, you know, probably in her life, she was searching for a real one. You know what I'm saying? And in my life at this moment, I wasn't. Like literally at this time, her child was at, you could say, the bachelor's high life of my life. You know what I'm saying? I had a call in Brittany's name. Me and Brittany co-signed for me. Brittany actually put me in a car. Like, we got to have two cars. You know what I'm saying? When we was together. I'm like, dang, bad. So Brittany put me in the Chrysler 300 that I had, and you know, I was staying with moms at this time and working at Amazing Windows, making about 450 a week, and I was working to get my apartment at this time, and I was real close to it. So I ran across Dreamy, and when I left and went back by Grams, you know, everybody party, vibing, having a good time. I'm vibing, partying, having a good time with them. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, it's something about Shawty, you know what I'm saying? It's something about her. She seemed different. She seemed like she not mentally disturbed like most females are nowadays, especially in New Orleans. She didn't have an attitude. She was clean cut, respectful. She ain't smile in my face, but at the same point in time, she ain't mug neither. And her eyes, it had a shine to it, it had a gleam to it, a beam to her. Like, there was too much life in her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just was happy. But at the same point in time, she probably was lonely because it's hard, like, being like that nowadays, because you don't run across people that match your energy. And I know that because I'm a person that always did battle with things like that. So anyway, I found myself talking about it. I'm like, man, I met this little chick. Yeah, I'm telling my cousin Jay, met this beautiful little chick. I like her. So I'm like, he like, where she work at? I'm like, shit, Dollar General. I said, I'm going to swing back. Oh, I'm definitely going back. Told my brother the same story. So that same week, I believe that was a Sunday, I laid up there and seen her. I think I went back that Thursday or probably that Friday. So I go in that bitch like madly dedicated and devoted. I want you, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for her. Shit, Dream ain't nowhere to be found in that bitch. I'm like, fuck, it gotta be the devil, you hear me? So boom, I got player skills. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna make sure she get this number. Write that bitch down. I dip it in down, chatted with the people that work at Dollar General, and I told the female, I'm like, the chick with the braids, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, I'm like, you know her? I'm like, yeah, I know her. Why? You know her? I'm like, look, man, I don't know her, but at the same point in time, I'm trying to get to know her, you know what I'm saying? I said, look, do me a favor and give her this number. She know who I am. She remember me. So boom, I left my heart in open arms. You hear me? So to take it a little further, that day that I left, picture I googled the Dollar General and called that bitch. So boy, they answer the phone. I'm like, say yeah, I think I left my wallet there. So I didn't know her name to ask for. You hear me? I couldn't remember her name. So I could hear the manager say her name, but I didn't catch it. Too much noise in the background. And like, did somebody leave a wallet? And I could hear her like, no. And the way she said no, I was like, oh, I won't get over it. Yeah, it was a bull. Um, I want to date. And I'm like, damn, she ain't call the phone. She ain't call the phone. Boom. The next day, I'm chilling with my brother. We in my mama's house in the garage. My mama got a beautiful home. Shout out to my mom. I love you, baby. Dearly, sincerely, expeditiously. But I'm sitting there, and boom, I get a text message. You heard me? The vibe inside the text message let me know what's up. You heard me? Like she like, hey, this dream, et cetera, et cetera. Somebody said that you left this number for me, and blase, 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 blase. So I hit back. I'm like, yeah, you remember me? She like, yeah, I remember you. So the vibe was just potent. Like we text that whole date. We text to a point where I was like, you know what you doing right now? You know what I mean? She like, oh, nothing, just chilling in the sun, walk cool and drinking with my tea, a few drinks. You know? I'm like, I ain't bet. I'm like, you want to go get a drink with me? She like, sure, why not? That's how she put it in the message. I'm like, bet, look, I'll be back at like 8:30. So, I jump fly, not really fly, just like casually fly. I let hoodie, some sweatpants, the lingo, Adidas on my feet. So, boom, I swing back there. So, in the midst of me swinging back, then we still texting. I'm like, how old are you? And she told me she was fucking 19. At this time, I was 26, 27. I'm 7 years older than Dreamer. Yeah, man. I know Shane, that was my jewel. That's still my jewel to this fucking day. I wouldn't give a fuck. But anyway, I get to her. And when she told me she was 19, I'm like, oh my goodness. She like, what? What that mean? That don't mean nothing. I said, I'd rather talk to somebody more mature than me or older than me. I'm like, yeah. I just hope that mentally you are about body. I'm like, I don't have time for no look down, you know what I'm saying? So boom, she pulled me otherwise. I pull up, yeah, I mean, not form, but I pull up, yeah, I mean, like BTY. um, she on 20 Street. Now, if anybody know anything about New Orleans, 20 Street goes down. So she in the heart of the Southern was where she from here, I mean. I pull up in that bitch like I'm back here, like I'm from back here. I mean, no fear in my heart, like, shit, I be in my own zone, my own ditty anyway. I ain't worrying about nothing, nobody. So, she come out and the vibe gets better because when she come out, I can see her cheated. I'm like right behind, her, like, see who that is? I'm like, she want a real one. And I wanted a real one too, but I wasn't looking for a real one. Like I said, at this time, I'm single, working 2 jobs, got the car, about to get the apartment, females at my neck. I'm chilling though. You know what I mean? Like I'm fucking with them, dipping and diving. I'm fucking with the white girl that I met from Applebee's. And I meet her. And when I meet her, everything else just want to feed the way. Like all the other ones, you ain't even texting like us, so why would I even bother give you my energy? You ain't much like Charlotte. So um, she happened to whip on me, you know what I mean? Boom, we whoop up on what that is, Elysian Fields and is that Decatur? Fuck what the name of that street is. I think it's Elysian Fields, Decatur, right there behind the po' bar place, the corner store, they got the D shop right there off of Elysian Field, headed into Marjorie area, you know what I mean? So we hop out, go on that bitch, she looking decent, looking edible. The girl got a shape on her out this world, like you can see every curve. I think if you throw butter on her, that bitch will slice you. I mean, no stomach, no fatigue on her. She just look healthy, good, edible, just like that. Though. So I get a daiquiri, I be drinking. And you don't know, I'm telling you, I drink my cousin Bud out the six. He put me on this high octane 90 pina colada and a shot of Everclear. So I put her on that, and she like drinking. Not she not a drinker, alcoholic or anything, but she like drinking. I like drinking too, to a degree, just like her. You know what I mean? So boom, we get the drinks in our system. So I'm vibed out. I got the Denell Jones playing in that bitch. You know what I mean? Setting the mood, setting the tempo. So you know, we hit the lakefront. You know what I mean? With the lakefront, and everybody know one thing: if you from New Orleans, that lakefront be popping any day of the week, especially at nighttime. That's why everybody go out to light their blunts up. That's why everybody go out to fuck. And weed up. And it's her first time ever being on like a semi date. So we drinking and shit, you know what I mean? And we just vibed out running and we talking. I hop out the car, take a piss, and she hop out. I'm like, hold on. I said, you know what? This human nature. Don't get along. You see this bitch, you hear me? So she tell me, she like, boy, I just wanted to hug. I'm like, you wanted to hug? So I hug her and pick her up, you hear me? At this time, I just got out of jail. You know, I'm still strong to this day, but I was cut up, you hear me? So she wanted to feel my body, so I hug her. And when I get back in the car, I'm like, shit, I want to kiss. So she like looking at me, I'm like, that's all I want. I want to kiss. So lean in, locked up. You know what I mean? Locked up like two puppy pit bulls. You heard me? Like a slow mo type, but locked up. So I went to, grabbing on her neck and slowly feeling them titties and oh my goodness, you heard me? I stopped. I'm like, you know what? Let me take you home. Cause I'm not knowing how she coming, and you gonna know why I'm saying this in the future of the story. I'm not knowing how she coming, but I'm gonna find out how she coming the next fucking day. So she like, all right. Cause in her head she knows what's already up with her. So boom, I shoot her out, take her home, and that night I almost think we talked. You know when you don't call somebody or text somebody because it's enough for the day, you just won't be in your thoughts about what happened. Like that day was so beautiful, that time was so romantic. Probably text each other good night or something like that. What we would do was send each other songs. And you could read a person by the type of music they send to you. You know what I mean? So she'll send me Jagged Edge. I'll be sending her Denell Jones. And she send me Denell Jones that I'm not on. I'm like, so she really on my type of style, my type of kick. I'm going to cut this video short. Like I said, this is going to be the beautifulest time of my life. Also the hardest time of my life because I found love with her. And at the same point in time, I found myself fucking up our relationship with her. But I'll be back with it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put a 30-minute video out. This is Baybmoma Stories 2. 3 will be coming soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Inna ilahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Salat wa salam ala nabiyyin. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum.